So then the next question is, how do you feel about children being allowed to transition genders?
Nope.
Not even like there's a minimum age for it.
Nope. That should be the same concept of purchasing cigarettes and alcohol. That's it.
I feel that. You have
That's
to be
it.
an adult, yeah.
That's it.
And it scares me because nowadays,
because like the thing I'm sorry to cut you off on it. The thing that gets me about it. Okay, cool. So a kid wants to basically say he wants to be a girl at 12, right? But then there's another kid that's like, I want a full chest tattoo.
Right. They're not able to make that decision because they're not mentally capable, but you can decide to chop off your permanent body parts.
You feel me? I'm like, listen, when you grown,
I get that.
When you grown and you can vote and you can pay your own bills, go ahead and make that decision. Go ahead and rock that. Yeah. I'm not for it, but go ahead and rock that. You know what I'm saying? Do you. Do what makes you happy when you 21. At that point, bro, listen, if you naturalize yourself and you're a grown adult, you done separated yourself from your parents at 16 or 17 or whatever, and you're a full adult, you taking care of yourself. Hey, if you can afford it, do what you want to do. But I'm not with all that. You gotta hold off. Ain't nothing wrong with holding off. There's nothing wrong with holding off.
Well, and a lot of people who argue for allowing you to transition, they always talk about the mental health aspect of it. Like, oh, well, this might save them from, offing themselves down the line. But I feel like if this is if they feel like want to harm themselves because of this, and this is a mental health thing that needs mental health attention, not medical intervention, like not chopping off body parts.
So let me get this straight. I'm going to kill myself because I don't have $1 million.
Right.
Put that in my account right now then. What's up? What's up? I'm saying no, because it's real, because it's doesn't make any sense for any one of us, and we have technical difficulties. Yeah. I don't know. Should I log out, log in? I don't know. We're going somewhere. And there you go.
All right. Disconnected again.
Yeah, it's okay.
Gotta love that German.
Yeah,
internet.
but it was yo, seriously, because I'm gonna hurt myself now if I don't get this sex change. Well, I'm gonna hurt myself if I don't get $1 million in a house.
Let's see. And we are, technical difficulties.
Logged in here.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, so we're going to give Mike a second to come back. There we go. Nope, it still says up. There we go.
Okay. I had to, I was seeing you and everything while I'm still in this live, and when I'm still in this whole stream thing, and it's okay, I can hear you, and you're like, yo, and then you text me, it's like, yo, you're gone. I'm like, but I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's just a black screen on my end. I'm not sure why it does that, but we're back, and
yeah,
your weebies.
No, but yeah, like you said, life isn't fair, and I feel like we're making extreme accommodations for, oh, they're gonna hurt themselves if they don't get what they want. That's all I hear. You're gonna hurt yourself if you don't get what you want, and that's a transition. Ain't nobody saying you can't get it when you move out your parents' house. Ain't nobody saying you can't get it when you could pay for it yourself. But
Right. You're just saying, wait, yeah.
you're like, oh, I want it now. I'm like, I'm trying to find out, when did we come to the whole point of giving the kids what they want now instead of having them earn that or work towards that,
Yeah.
or at least sit back and think about if they really need it. Because if you want to make that decision today and then you come back 20 years later talking about, oh, I wish I never did it. Too late, fam.
Right. Well,
So
and that's one of my biggest concerns with it is like we haven't done enough research or any research really to know for people who are getting hormones, children who are getting hormones or hormone blockers or transitioning, like how the lack of hormones or addition of hormones is impacting their physical, mental, emotional health 10, 12 years down the line. Because if your body is meant to have some hormones that you cut off, yeah, that impacts your development. Like there's no such thing as reversible hormones. All hormones have an impact on your body's functioning and developing, whether that's long term or short term. And that can be bone development, regulation of your fat, your muscles, your tissues, like various bodily functions. Like all those, the things that we're doing have long term ramifications. And we have no research saying that these things are safe, but we're pushing them on children, not adults that are consenting and fully developed up here to some extent, children who are not fully developed. And we're hoping that it doesn't negatively impact them. Like, for me, in my opinion, it's self mutilation, and that's a mental health concern. And it's not just for people who are transgender or transitioning, but across the board, whether you're getting your penis turned into a vagina or vice versa, or you're making your butt bigger or your waist smaller, all of it is self mutilation in my world. Um, it's crazy. Why are you making that face?
because you came at the you came at the Brazilian butt lift chicks.
And I said what I said. It's all the same thing. You have a mental
Hey,
health
I
something.
agree. Listen, I agree with you on the self mutilation on all counts. On all counts, I agree. I agree. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm just saying
It goes back to what I love who you love, but for me, love yourself first. And
yeah.
I
No,
love myself
that's
enough to
very
not be
important.
chopping off body parts and adding on body parts and doing all body partsness and stuff. So it's crazy. And like, because when you think about it, if my child was like, I identify as a unicorn and I want to live in the barn and only be fed grass and hay, you
Social
know,
service should come and take your kid from you.
they sure enough would. But I'd be like,
Definitely.
but I'm worried about their mental health, so I'm gonna feed them grass and hay. Their health, we don't care about their health. We just want them to be happy. No, that would be child abuse. Like the end. Nobody
One
would be
day.
like, oh, but their mental health. Nope. They'd be like, oh, let's check out their mental health because they're over here eating grass and hay. But like we get all up in arms, like it's just crazy. It really is. And like some countries, I think Canada is one of them, they passed a law saying, if the parents intervene, and some states probably did too, parents intervene with the child trying to transition, that they could take the children out of the parents' custody. And I'm just like, this is
What
a
do you mean?
child.
Like trying to transition into
Right.
becoming something else?
This child decides that they want to be changed, sexes. They want to have a sex change. And if their parents don't agree with them, the child can be taken out of their parents' custody.
I don't agree with any of that at all. Don't agree with any of that at all. And I just want to know who gave them the right to think they can do that. Now, if a child is being abused, yes. But a child said, listen, this is that again, that sense of over entitlement mentality and behavior. Because
Right.
how is it that I want to be a sex change person? Either you give this to me or I'm going to kill myself.
Right.
I am a grown man. I need $1 million. Give it to me. I'm going to kill myself. Well,
Right.
I just want to know what's the difference. Well, that's just monetary. No, pimp. What's the difference?
Right.
I want to be 6'2", maybe like 5'10", 6'2", whatever. I want to be 6'2", and if somebody doesn't help me become 6'2", I'm gonna kill myself.
Nobody cares. I mean, somebody probably cares, but
No one
not
cares.
enough to pass
No
laws
one
and
cares.
do
No
all the
one cares.
things that
No
we're
one cares. No one cares.
doing.
No
Yeah.
one
Okay.
cares.
You're
No
right.
one
Okay.
cares. So I'm just trying to understand. Again, this is all about people who got money and oversensitivity entitlement. That's all that is. That's 100% title like behavior because it's
Mm.
like we can go ahead and talk about the Dwayne Wade doing that crap, and I was just like, bruh, you got money for that. That's entitlement. You literally sat here and said your 13-year-old boy wants to be a girl. Let's make it happen.
But every time I hear that, it just brings me back to what does it mean to want to be a girl? Like,
And
what
I'm just like, no, but
does
then
that
it's like,
mean?
okay, so they want to. This is what they want, right? So the 13-year-old boy wants to be a girl. Then now that 13-year-old girl wants to sleep with a grown man. Is you gonna stop them too, or you gonna feel like they need to wait until they get older? Ain't no
No.
difference. Ain't no difference.
But for some people it is, and that's the slippery slope
No,
that we're on right now.
and it shouldn't be a slippery slope. Because if you telling me right about now, a child says they're 8 years old and they feel like they want to become a different sex, but that same child is 8 years old saying she want to sleep with somebody that's 18. Bruh, that's a
Yeah.
problem, pimp. That's a problem. And let alone for somebody even wanting to even go into that category with that is just ridiculous. Yo, coaches are still marrying off people at a young ass age, which is still wrong. I
Yeah.
don't agree with it either. But like seriously, we're just being like every other country in the world, quote unquote, that they police. We're just doing it in a different form. Now we're gonna take your kid away from you if you stop them from becoming a different sex. But in other countries, oh, you're not right. You're forcing your little girls to marry grown men in their 50s and 40s.
But America, we protest against that stuff and talk about how inhumane it is and how it's child abuse. And
But once again,
we
entitlement.
we we can cherry pick what we are
No, it's
entitled
just
to.
over in sense of entitlement.